Hey everybody, Brent Seipels here, Seipels Records. This is going to be the last take-home video for 2024. I'm sorry it took so long, but it's been pretty crazy at the store with Record Store Day and the holidays and all that stuff. So Record Store Day was awesome. Record Store Day, Black Friday, as I should say. Thank you to everybody who came out. Cannot wait for the April one. That was the biggest sales day that I've had at the store. So thank you for that. Pretty much, I think everybody got what they wanted with the exception of maybe one or two. We sold out of some stuff, but then I was able to get some more stuff later, which worked out really well. So yeah, it was just a really good time. Sales, through the holidays were crazy, and they're still continuing, which is great. So very much appreciated. I'm gonna change a few things moving forward. Record Store Day is gonna stay the same. I'll be putting up a post when they release the list, asking people what they want, and then that's what I'm gonna order. Seemed to work out pretty well in that way. I don't end up with a bunch of stuff just hanging around. I only have a few things left. I think I've got one more Doors box set, one more copy of The Warning, got the Dickie Betts record, maybe Echo and the Bunnymen, I can't remember. I got two of the Jane's Addiction records. If you saw on my Facebook, my friend Danny Brasino got one that was signed by everybody, and then the guy that bought the other one, his was signed by everybody except for one person. So that's pretty awesome. I can't remember how many they did, like 1,500 or 2,000, and it could be signed by one person or all of them or nobody. So I'm glad that we ended up getting, those two. So we'll talk more about it. I'll get into some cool stuff here. There's not a whole lot. I didn't take home a whole lot. It was more sales driven than people bringing stuff in. But I do have some new releases and a few cassettes, a couple CDs, and some 45s to get through. So we'll just start with the cassettes. I didn't have this one. This is Motley Crue's first album, Too Fast for Love. This is a Columbia House Redline edition, which is cool. Just a normal white tape, but I didn't have this on cassette at all. Pretty cool. Normally the Columbia House stuff doesn't come with anything in it, but that's the inside of the J card. Sorry, we're like snowed in, and I just shoveled all of my driveway because I'm waiting on a Sanyo JCX 2400K receiver to get here. So maybe I'll do an unboxing video of that after it gets here. We'll see. Anyway, Motley Crue. This is kind of fun. If you grew up in the 90s, you probably know this movie, but this is the Rock-a-Doodle soundtrack on cassette. Just amazing. Never seen one of these before. This movie is so great. This evil owl tries to black out the city, and they have to go to Vegas to get this rooster who's he's like Elvis, and they have to get him to crow to get the sun to come out to battle the evil owl. So check it out if you haven't seen it. What I got here? This is Stranger Things 3 on cassette. It's got cool. It's a clear tape, but it has like this reflective, you know, red label type thing on it. What's great about this is that it has you know, I thought this had Kiss on it. Maybe not, but it's got a great, you know, bunch of great people. Howard Jones, Foreigner, The Who, Mellencamp, Pointer Sisters, REO, Corey Hart. So, yeah. Maybe there's like a volume 2 or something that has Kiss on it. Or maybe that's on 4. I don't know. But I didn't have that, so I drop it. This is David Lee Roth, Your Filthy Little Mouth. I didn't have this either. I had actually never heard this album. And it's pretty good. I dig it. So there's that. I got the new Steel Panther Feel the Steel 15th anniversary on cassette as well. I haven't opened this yet because I do have the vinyl that I'll show here in a little bit, but the tape is purple with pink, you know, lettering and stuff on it. Pretty sweet. Here is Rush Moving Pictures. This is another Columbia House Red Line. So strange. So here's the tape. I obviously haven't really looked at this. Nothing on the inside, but there were 2 J cards in there. They must have just got, you know, stuck together and they threw them in there. So I'm going to leave it like that. That's pretty cool. Here's one you don't see. This came out in 2000. This is Bowling for Soup. Let's Do It for Jimmy. Really good early 2000s, like pop punk, you know, type stuff. So yeah, you start getting into the 2000s and tapes get, you know, pretty scarce. This, I was really excited about this because I was just talking to a friend about it, and then this like walked in like the next day. But this is Henry Lee Summers' first album, Stay With Me, from 1984 on cassette. This would have been on the private label Majestic. And when I opened it up to finally take a listen, there was a Lee Greenwood tape in there. So I'm still on the hunt. If anybody has Henry Lee, Stay With Me on cassette, even if you don't have the J card, I'll take it. I'll be interested. So sticking with Henry Lee, I got Big Drum on CD. Some of these later CDs, there's him playing basketball for Brazil. Pretty cool. Look at that. Yeah, some of these later CDs of his, you know, this came out in 2001. They can be really tough. I don't know. They can be tough, but they're, you know, they can be expensive. Last but not least on the CDs, this is my buddy Brandon Fields' band Minefield. He was gracious enough to send me a couple copies of this and sign it. And then I gave another one to my buddy Brian, and he loves it. But this features Matt Starr, my good buddy on drums, Jeremy Asbrock on guitar, who plays with Ace as well, and then Todd Kearns, who plays with Slash and Bruce Kulick. So, and you know, Matt has played with Mr. Big, Ace for a long time. He did some Kicks dates. He's currently out playing with Phil X. He was playing with Gilby Clarke from Guns N' Roses. He does everything. So there's that. So while we're talking about cassettes and CDs, sold a lot of cassettes last year. I still have a lot of cassettes, but I am looking for heavy metal cassettes, really good like rock and hard rock stuff. Anything from, you know, the 90s and 2000s as far as rock and metal goes. Any hip hop, like rap stuff, especially from the, you know, the 90s and 2000s on cassette. And yeah, I'm interested in looking at everything, but definitely bring in whatever you have. And same thing for CDs. Really could use some more metal CDs, some hard rock stuff. That stuff got hit pretty hard for the holiday. Always interested in rap just because I don't see a lot of it come through. Pretty good on country for the moment, but you never know. I might be interested in some stuff, but I don't have any 8-tracks to show. Yeah, but interested in 8-tracks. Those are slow movers, but they're, you know, they're kind of wearing down. So could use some good, you know, classic rock and metal, anything from the 80s, you know, pop stuff. Interested in that. I only have a couple of 45s to show. Here is a Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me. So all of the singles from the Hysteria album, which is my favorite, if you put the picture sleeves together, it creates like one giant big picture with the triangle on there. So I don't have them all, but I'm getting pretty close. This was sold at Schultz's for $1.69 in '88. So that's pretty cool. This sleeve isn't perfect, but again, I didn't have it. Sticking with Def Lepp, here is Bringing on the Heartbreak and Me and My Wine. So these are remixes done by Mutt Lange. So not actually the ones on the albums. Says this came out in '84. Yeah, remixed by Robert John Mutt Lange, February of '84. So this probably would have came out during, you know, after the success of Pyromania, and then they just wanted to push those songs and, you know, sell High and Dry and On Through the Night a little bit more. Here is Poison, Fallen Angel. You don't see this one that often, which is kind of strange because it's a great song. Got a killer pic of the band on the back. I love Poison. And here is the last one. I thought I had this, but apparently I don't. This is Dokken, Dream Warriors from A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. One of the best ones that they did. This has got Dream Warriors and Back for the Attack on the B-side. So these are kind of tough. You know, it's like a $10+ 45, so that's cool. What else is gonna change? I do think that when I'm doing big buy-ins, because I have a lot of those, and I'm happy to do them. If you've got stuff like a crate or more of records that I have to go through, or CDs or tapes, or even like equipment, it can be pretty time consuming. And I've had a couple of instances where, you know, people either didn't like my offer, or they, you know, decided to keep it, or their kids wanted it or something. That's fine. But if I go through all that trouble, I think I'm going to start, you know, charging a small fee to do that, because it's a lot of work. You know, it'll probably be like $20 or something, but, you know, if you like my offer, then, you know, we don't worry about it. But if you decide to keep it, then, you know, I'm going to I need to be compensated for my time, so sorry. But that's one thing that's gonna have to change, I think. But we'll get on to records. Here is, as promised, Steel Panther Feel the Steel 15th anniversary. Got a cool hype sticker there. It says limited edition purple marble vinyl and 2 bonus tracks made this the best version of the best heavy metal album ever. And then, according to your mom, in parentheses. Here is the here's the back with all the guys. This does have an extra track or 2, I think. You Don't Make Me Feel Dumb and I Want Your Tits. Those were not on the album. It's got a sweet, sweet label on it. And it's like a purple lavender, you know, marble type thing. Put this back in my BCW high fidelity inner sleeve, available at Cycles Records. This is a gatefold, and it's got you know, little stories from each of the guys, which is super cool. I don't know if those were, you know, around before and they just pulled them from something, or if they actually got everybody to write something new. Would be cool if they got Lexi to write something new. Spider's great, but I miss Lexi. Here's the new Weezer anniversary album. It's got this really cool splatter to it, like blue, milky, clear, whatever. They call it limited edition ghostly blue and clear, but this is the indie exclusive. If you remember from my last video, I was on a pretty hardcore Weezer kick. I actually just had the Walmart version of that come in, but it's already sold, so I decided not to keep that one. Another anniversary reissue. This is Out of the Cellar by Rat. Killer red and black splatter. It's got this lenticular cover that kind of changes back and forth from yellow to blue. It's the 40th anniversary. These sound great. It also came with a 45 with an unreleased song called Reach for the Sky. And this is on like neon orange vinyl, which is super cool. I have the Rat reissue box set, and that thing sounds amazing. Like, it, to me, it sounds better than the originals for whatever reason. But I just can't bring myself to get rid of the originals. But they reissued all the Rat stuff, and I decided not to purchase all of them. You know, the colored vinyl thing is cool, but that box set sounds so good. And I have originals of everything, so I think I'm pretty good when it comes to that stuff. For the moment, I might change my mind. This isn't anything super special. No pun intended. This 38 Special Wild Eyed Southern Boys. Just went to see them with my dad not too long ago, but this one has a rectangular CRC sticker. Now, in the Kiss world, these things are super tough to come by. I see them a lot on, I've seen them on like Donna Summer and Pat Benatar and stuff through the store, but anything, you know, I collect 38 decently hard, so I had to take that one home. What is this? This is the new Bullet for My Valentine, the Poison Anniversary Edition. I'm going to open this up because believe it's red. You know, back in my Decimating Tomorrow days, my buddy Matt Newport, bass player, was a big fan of these guys. So like the Poison and Scream, Aim, and Fire were just two huge records for us. Yeah, and it is red. There's one label, and then it's kind of hard to see, but it's got the, you know, the logo and the track listing. They just didn't do a good color choice with that, but yeah, gatefold with lyrics, and here is the hype sticker, if you can see that. 20th anniversary. Crazy. Excuse me. Had this record on in the store, and I think an older lady was just not pleased with me listening to that. It's a pretty heavy record, so yeah, that was fun. I kind of forgot how heavy it was. Totally switching gears. I decided to take home the new Luke Bryan record. Brand new album. This is really good. Say what you want about Luke Bryan, but you know, I'm friends with his drummer Kent, and you know, we go see him every time he's in Indy, and he puts on a hell of a show. So it's, you know, it's a lot of fun. And you know, it's once you get it, you just kind of get it, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's good. But yeah, so I got that. I got a couple more of those at the store. I've sold a few. Also got Godsmack 4. So for me, again, this is another Decimating Tomorrow era record for me. This came out, what, 2006. So yeah, I graduated when this album came out. But you know, I was listening to this a lot, probably in 2011. Brock Crooks and I went to go see them with Megadeth and Disturbed, I think. Maybe someone else. I can't remember. But just so good. This album and Faceless, the one before it, are my favorites. So yeah, check out Godsmack 4. They've been re-releasing all of their stuff, so hopefully they'll do the acoustic album and the live one. The live one is pretty killer too. I guess we'll just flip back and forth between country. I got a couple of Tim McGraw records. They're reissuing some of his stuff. This is Not a Moment Too Soon, 30th anniversary. I can't remember if I showed this last time or not. I tried to look and didn't see it, so here it is again if I did. They say that this is a limited edition colored record, but it's black. So I'm not really sure what the deal is with that, but there's Tim, the old Indian outlaw, he's looking ready. And then I also got Tim McGraw Everywhere. Again, this is the limited edition anniversary. This one actually is colored. I think it's white. I didn't put it in my BCW hi-fi sleeves. But nice, like thick, heavy, 180 gram stuff. But yeah, it is white. I actually saw Tim McGraw on this tour. I believe we were 4th row center, and he came out to Renegade by Styx, and it was just pretty badass. When did this album come out? 97? So I actually saw this tour at Holman Center before I saw Kiss. So I went to, you know, a couple Alan Jackson concerts and Tim McGraw before I actually went to a real concert. But no, those were fun. I'll do a couple of random things. So I do not like bluegrass, but I did pick up Emerson and Waldron Bluegrass Country, and also Cliff Waldron and the New Shades of Grass. What is this? Traveling Light. So the reason that I picked these up, I'll probably never listen to them unless I'm just really bored, but they have these really cool labels. They were on Rebel Records, and so this has got the colored flags, and this has got just the straight like blue flags. But that's cool. I don't really see that stuff, so I picked that up for that reason. This is the Murderdolls Beyond the Valley of the Murderdolls Music on Vinyl reissue. They reissued this a while back on a couple of different colors, and I have those, but God, this album is so good. I remember when this came out, it's like, 2002, Joey Jordison from Slipknot was on it, playing guitar, which is super cool, and it's just like, it's like a horror movie, rock and roll metal album. Like, it's pretty tongue-in-cheek. It's like, this is like Steel Panther, but horror. And I just kind of figured that this would really piss my parents off, and I'm sure it did. I remember listening to this CD in the shower, so I'm sure they heard Slit My Wrist and Love at First Fright, Die My Bride, 1976, 66, all that stuff. So it's very fun. If you're familiar with Wednesday 13, then you'll know. All right, so they just repressed this again. This is the Eric Carr Unfinished Business. These were a Record Store Day exclusive thing at one point, and then they just keep redoing it. But it's a killer Hot in the Shade shot of Eric. As you know, Eric Carr is my absolute favorite drummer of all time. He's the reason I play drums. So that, this is a cool, this isn't a Creatures era photo, I don't believe. I believe this is a little earlier than that. Maybe not, but it's the same on both sides, and they made it look like the Creatures album cover. And then, so it's got this fold out poster with all the stuff, lyrics and all that. And then there's the actual poster. Unfinished Business, if you're not familiar, Loretta, his sister, went through and had some of Eric's friends and fans help kind of finish some demos that Eric had. So there's some really cool stuff on here. They've got clips of Eric talking. Eyes of Love is a killer song. Just really good stuff. So if you're a Kiss fan, and more importantly an Eric Carr fan, you need to have this. I don't remember if I showed this either. I've been wanting to get this for a long time. I'm still not super happy with this copy, but it was a decent price. For whatever reason, they do not reissue Raditude. So these are usually, $150, $200, something like that. I can't remember what I got this for, but it was like a little over 100, I think. It's, in my opinion, it's probably VG condition. I mean, the jacket looks really nice, but there's some scratches on here. It plays through and it's fine, and I have it, and that's great, but always looking for an upgrade. But this was another big record for me. When did this come out? 2009. got a lot of cool stuff on it, a lot of different stuff. But yeah, it's a great record. They need to repress it because more people need to listen to it. All right, so we'll go with this. So this is the 50th anniversary Hotter Than Hell gold colored edition. It's got a cool, instead of a blue label, the label is gold. You can kind of see the, you know, the wave to the gold. And if you put it on the turntable, it's actually somewhat translucent. But man, they went through and redid this photo, and like, it's so clear, you know, compared to the original. But these came with a poster. I guess I need to pull this out. We got time, right? Yeah, so here's the record. Look at that. That's killer. Oh my gosh, yeah. Looks even better, you know, through the phone. I am going to do a video on all of the colored vinyl variants that they've released. But I figured I'd show this as one last hurrah for this type of thing. So the colored records have been coming with just a single-sided poster, and here is that nice period correct shot of the band. You know, it would be great if these posters weren't folded, but you know, I get it. It's cool. It makes part of the record. These jackets are embossed. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not, but you know, one inside is yellow on, you know, one side, or yeah, on both sides. But yeah, they are embossed, which is, you know, pretty killer. Yeah, there's no getting around that glare. Sorry. But yeah, they've been doing a really good job with these. I really hope they end up doing all of the stuff and not just, you know, makeup era stuff, which I've got some other stuff that's not makeup era, but I have a theory behind why they're okay with doing it. So here's the picture disc. So really shiny Mylar looking cover. I love that they're putting these in resealable sleeves. It makes it so much easier. I don't know, it's just better for me because I feel bad opening this stuff. But there's the cover. This is a really high quality tip-on jacket. This is number 330. You can see that right there. And so here is the picture disc, which looks amazing. They only did 500 of these, so they are super tough when they come out to get. There's the other side. They have been putting them in poly-lined paper sleeves, which is good. This one is red on the inside. And so the picture discs have been coming lately with double-sided posters. And here is a killer live shot of the band around that time. I've never seen that picture before. And then here's the other. I do think that they need to make these plastic outer sleeves just a tad bit bigger, because these things have like seams on them, and if you get it just a little bit off, you're gonna rip it. So there's that. There's the hype sticker. Pretty cool. Moving on, here is the Hot in the Shade version. 35th anniversary. This one is blue, and I'll just go ahead and take it out. These are Mylar looking covers too, which is cool. Here is the record. It's like kind of a sky blue splatter type thing. Yeah, love it. There's the label. This came in a printed inner sleeve, you know, which is period correct, which is good. It's not polylined though, so that kind of sucks. That's why I put it in the BCW. Here is the single-sided poster from the colored one. Love those pictures. Everybody's looking pretty cool. I need some big old glasses like Eric. Interior of that is blue and also embossed, so very cool. Sorry, you have to watch me do that. All right, so here is the picture disc version. Maybe I'll use this as my banner picture for the video. So this jacket is so cool. Can you hear that? It's like gritty. They're supposed to, you know, make it like sand, but the glasses are shiny. So are all the dudes' glasses on the back, as you can see. That's so cool. But yeah, this is number 88, which is, you know, that's the year I was born. So if I would have got 89, I would have kept it, but I think I got 87 and sent that one to my buddy Brian. Here is the picture disc. And they just did a live shot from the stage. So they had Leon Sphinx back there and Eric's drums. Man, his toms are so far apart. I don't know how he did that. I don't know, maybe I should try it. We'll see. Oh, I gotta get the poster out for you. Again, printed inner sleeve. Another dual-sided poster. There's the new shot without sunglasses. And that one there, same thing. These posters are like super glossy. I kind of wish that they weren't. I feel like it would have been a little bit better, you know, if you wanted to display them or something, but that's all right. I'm not going to be displaying them. They're just going to go in the sleeve, and they'll stay here until I do a video on them again, probably, because I'm not listening to a picture disc. Okay, one more Kiss thing. A customer of mine, David Aiken, really good guy. He came in, I don't know if it was before Christmas or after, but he gave me, he's like, hey, you said you went to the 98 show at Holman Center. I said, yeah. And he's like, well, I want to give you this. So he gave me this shirt, which he got at the Indy show, which was literally the day after. So the Terre Haute show was December 12th, 1998. Indy was December 13th, 98. And so what's crazy about this is this is the shirt that I wanted from the show. And my dad wouldn't let me get it because it has this on the back. You know, obviously like CGI, you know, fake, whatever. But I couldn't have a naked girl on the back of my shirt going into 5th, you know, grade. So I wasn't able to get it. But then I ended up getting a shirt that said Completely Fucking Psycho on it. So I guess, you know, tit for tat, I guess. But yeah, there's the Terre Haute show and the Indy show. So David, if you're watching, thank you. I really appreciate it. I got this thing all washed up, and it's gonna go in the kiss room. So, and maybe if I get skinny for my New Year's resolution, I'll be wearing it. So we'll see. All right, guys. I got one more thing. I wasn't going to show this, but I decided why not. So they just re-released some of the Rush records, some of the later ones in a box set. So it came, you know, like that, and then you open it up and it's got the logo there. This thing sold out like instantly. I could not get them for the store. You had to order it directly from Rush. And yeah, 4 long plain records: Presto, Roll the Bones, Counterparts, and Test for Echo. Got that. So I'll be keeping the box. You know, they reissued everything in 2015 on 200 gram vinyl, and these albums can be really pricey when you know, go to find them. So there's that. There's, you know, nothing super special. You know, it's just the box, got the dice on the back, and then each album all on black vinyl. They are re-releasing these outside of the box. I have, I think, 3 copies of each on order. Obviously one of each is spoken for me. Test for Echo is a great record. You should listen to this. I'm a big fan. And then I know I've got one of the Roll the Bones spoken for already, but if you're a fan of Rush and you don't want to pay like crazy prices for, you know, some of these later albums, that's gonna be the way to go, is to get those. So like I said, I've got those coming. I can't remember if it's like end of the month, something like that, but I'll be doing a new arrivals video. One of my main distributors has been off for the holidays, so once they open back up, I'll be getting, you know, some more stuff. I need to replenish some things at the store. That's another thing. I'm gonna be a little more cautious about ordering new stuff. I think I want to try and put up pre-order lists, you know, the week that I get them, and then ask people if there's anything they want. And then I'll be, you know, ordering like that. Still gonna order the normal stuff. You know, every time I get System of a Down, Toxicity, or Nirvana Unplugged in, you know, they sell. So, and then, you know, bands like Metallica and Sabbath and Zeppelin, like, you know, I'm going to keep that stuff in stock. But if there's stuff you guys want, please message the page. Let me know. I can get it for you. I do also think that pre-orders from now on, I'm going to require payment up front before I do that. It just kind of alleviates, you know, anybody sticking it with me forever. So, yeah, that's it as far as take homes go. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm sorry it took so long. I am going to try and be better about doing these videos and coming up with some different things to do for the videos. I appreciate all the new followers on the page. I know the KISS videos got a lot of traction, which is great. I've already got, I'm looking at them right now, I've got 2 really cool take homes from January already. So I will be showing take homes, just maybe not doing a full take home video like this because we're already at 46 minutes. So yeah, I'll let you guys go. If you're snowed in like me, you know, be safe. And if you're somewhere sunny, I envy you. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'll be at the store, you know, normal hours from now on, Tuesday through Saturday. No more holidays for a while. So I appreciate all the love and support. Thanks, guys.